Hey, big standing room only tonight. Welcome to the NorCal Sports Network. Dan Cucimillo along with Eric Romo. 49ers off day tomorrow.
Maybe that's why. Yeah, maybe that's why it's kind of slow.
So the crowd's out tonight enjoying Sunday night. But you got to get up early tomorrow.
No, that's right.
Chiefs and Dolphins, 6:30 for you.
It's going to be 7:30 for you, right? I forgot.
Yeah, 6:30 for you left coasters. 7:30 for us wild Westerners over here in Arizona.
You guys got it right, though. Don't change the damn time.
Exactly. I don't know why we. Yeah, just leave it be.
Yeah.
But Mark Graves in the house. What's up? Miami over KC. I kind of got that too, Mark. That was my pick. It shall be interesting.
Playing in Germany, right?
In Germany, yeah. So I don't know what time that is over in Germany, the start time. Let me look.
I think it's 8-hour difference.
Because I know they schedule it so it's here before the early games, you know.
Yeah. What's up, Daniel?
They want it to be the featured game. So let me look at. Is that in Frankfurt?
I think somewhere. I think Germany's 8 hours ahead, if I'm not mistaken.
I shall confirm that with you here in just a moment as I look at the world clock and I plug in.
Oh, look at that. Winner, chicken dinner. Mark says Germany is +8. What's up, Matt?
Frankfurt, Germany. Right now, it is 5:08 in the morning. Mm-hmm. So those guys will be playing a pretty late afternoon game, I guess, because that's 10 and a half hours from now. So 5:08. So they must have a 3:30
start time.
3:30. And what the heck is that? So it's actually, they'll play that game. Wait a minute. It says tomorrow plus 8 hours. What does that mean?
It's because it's going to happen tomorrow because we're still in Saturday. So it's going to happen Sunday.
Yeah, Hong Kong is 15 hours. So, yeah. So 8 hours. So it's 8 hours. But then you got to travel back. But I think they get a bye the following week, if I'm not mistaken.
Who's playing? That's good.
Miami and
Kansas City.
So week 10, let me just see. I bet you they have the choice of choosing a bye or not. Week 10 buys are, Kansas City's not playing next week, and neither is Miami. So
yeah, they can hang out over there if they want.
Yeah, Cincinnati did that. They played 2 games in a row.
They played 2 games. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, which they definitely would have had the advantage. Or no, was it Cincinnati or Jacksonville?
No, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. That's it.
Hey, Matt, you missed the World War II edition on my show the other day. I was hoping to see you in there.
So, what the heck, Padre? You get these little late news, some of these news items you get on the internet that flash, and they're like a day late, and it's like breaking for them.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, we thought we'd get into our NFL picks. May do a little Giants talk tonight. Not sure if I have the energy to put what I really want to put into it, because I got to be. I may put that off just because I'm tired and I gotta.
Fair enough.
Put some energy into it, because once I get going on my ripping of the way they do things, I have a set way I think they should set this off season up. And we've already seen Scott Harris, former Giants GM, make a trade today. pulled off getting Mark Canna before the GM meetings start next week.
Yep.
It's like, why jerk around if you know what you want?
If you know what you want, yeah, exactly.
Farhan wants to wait. I got to get a good deal. See what the market is. Well, in the meantime, Trey Turner's being signed.
Well, you saw that meme I sent you, or that meme I sent you about about how Farhan works.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah. So let's
maybe we'll save that for tomorrow. Maybe do a pre-recorded tomorrow.
Maybe we'll put some more energy into that. So let me pull up the schedule for
this
the
week's
NFL schedule here. And let's see, what do we got? Any last minute sleepers, buzz, nuggets, predictions for NFL Week 9. Fantasy football, tight one. Tomorrow, I know I've got a tight one with MF.
There's a few out there.
Yeah. We might have to pull up our league here in a minute. Let's just rip through these things here.
Sure.
And we'll
yeah,
see.
MF, he loves that Giants talk. That is for sure.
All right. So there we go. The schedule is up.
Ooh.
You want to? I'll give you first dibs.
Miami and Kansas City. Yeah, but didn't Kansas City just come off a loss?
They did.
I think I'm going to have to go with Kansas City on that one.
Okay. I think Kansas City probably does do something to surprise. They seem to come up big, but I picked Miami earlier on a show, so I'll stick with them.
Hey, we can bring in Will B. You want to bring him in?
Oh, we could bring in all 13. 14 now.
Hey, Will, you want to come in? Here, we'll send you the link, man. We could get some more voices in here. We got some MIAs today.
Yeah, it's just okay.
Yeah, but I think Kansas City. Yeah, I don't know if they would go back-to-back losses.
All right. Niners lost 3 in a row, so I don't know. Minnesota at Atlanta. Minnesota's. Did they win last week or did they end up losing? I think they won.
Ooh.
They won.
They won. Yeah. Without
Cousins got hurt late, but they got enough out of him. I'm going to take the bite out of the Atlanta Falcons. And I need Bijan to go off for like 35 to 40 points.
And Atlanta's starting their backup quarterback. They finally benched Ritter.
Heineke, yeah.
Heineke. Supposedly he's supposed to be better. So I'll say Atlanta.
Yeah. All right. Arizona,
he's grilling a steak at hey, nothing wrong with that, Will. There we go.
Arizona at Cleveland. What do you got?
Oh, Cleveland.
Yeah, Brian Iglesias, just what we were talking about earlier tonight.
Yep,
can't wait to see sign Votto or Turner to multi-year deal, 4-year deals past their prime. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're taking Cleveland?
I'll take Cleveland.
Me too. Rams at Green Bay. Jeez, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Green Bay.
Yeah, I'll go Green Bay.
Because no quarterback, a backup quarterback, I should say, for the Rams. Washington at New England. That's an interesting one. That's going to be a battle. I think I'll take the Redskins.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Pats.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right. Chicago at New Orleans. I'm taking the Saints.
Yeah, Saints. Seattle at Baltimore.
I'm taking Baltimore.
Ooh, you okay? Do you Seattle though, man, they may smell that blood. I don't know.
Taking Baltimore.
Because their defense.
I'm taking Baltimore.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Seattle.
I'm taking Baltimore.
I know why you're saying that too.
Why?
Same league or Seattle, same division as the Niners.
I'm taking Baltimore. I'm taking Baltimore. I'm taking Baltimore.
You're just putting it out in the universe, right?
It's a record that's got stuck. You ever have that? Remember?
Yeah.
Get that 33 or your 45s, like.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, vinyl sounds awesome, especially with the technology they got with some of these record players. Vinyl is like awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to take Baltimore because it's at home.
Yeah.
They always mess with the NFC with their defense. They don't know how to stop. NFC doesn't know how to seem to stop Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, there you go.
Tampa Bay at Houston. I'm going to go Houston.
Houston.
Okay. Indy at Carolina. Who do you got?
Ooh. Didn't Indy beat? Yeah, and Taylor's starting to play better. I know you like that, right?
Well, I got rid of Taylor.
Oh, that's right. You got rid of him. Never mind.
Hope he gets 4 points.
Oh,
not
brother.
44 points. If he goes off, I have a habit of trading guys, and then they just explode like CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
It's all right.
MF said he picked up Joku. Yep.
Yeah, no joke.
No joke. I don't know. What do you think?
I'm taking Indy.
Yeah, probably Indianapolis.
Carolina's not that good.
Yeah.
Indy's got a ground game. I hope they do well. I hope Minshew does really well. I hope Minshew has one of his 30-point games.
He's your guy, right?
For this week. Everybody this is my guy this week.
Just like you said, don't unpack. don't check out.
Don't unpack. Hotel. Just show up and play a good game, and I'll send you somewhere nice. I promise. I'll send you to a good fantasy manager.
Don't check out of that hotel, man. Don't sign that lease.
Yeah.
New York, Vegas. Oh, New York. The Raiders are as MF would say, the Raiders are a mess.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm hoping the Raiders defense shuts them down.
Oh, you got their defense, don't you?
Yeah. For at least for tonight.
Yeah. Oh man, that's too funny.
I don't know. We'll see. What do we got? The big game.
That's gonna be
the last two are the best games. Well, and the first one we did in the last two. Yeah. We go. Dallas at Philly. That's gonna be a ball game. Ooh,
at Philly. That's gonna be. Look at the prices for those tickets. Ooh.
I'm gonna take. I picked Philly earlier. My heart wants Dallas because, Saquon should be able to run against the Raiders. Is my concern because look what Gibbs Detroit did last Monday night. Just ran right through the holes of the Raiders defense. I'm hoping they had a week of practice getting rid of Josh McDaniel. Josh McDaniels, he's kind of like he's got a little bit of Farhan in him. I mean, Gabe in him.
Oh, does he?
I don't know. He just looked like he was kind of
more about himself than
I don't know. He's been a weird enigma. He had head coaching jobs offered to him years in the past.
Yeah.
He accepted it, then he turned it down after he accepted it, changed his mind, and then he's just he was great with Brady. I mean, but he's done I don't know what he's ever done outside of Brady carrying him.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Hell, I could have been offensive coordinator in New England with Brady. Goodness.
Yeah. I mean, I saw that MF $85 million that Mark Davis has to pay off McDaniels.
They had to do the same thing.
Plus, they're paying John Gruden off still.
Yeah, crazy, man.
I think Gruden was getting 10 million a year.
10 years. Oh my God.
Jeez, that's the definition of insanity.
Man.
Jeez. Go cut your bangs, Mark Davis. Jeez. What did he do to get it? I mean, does he just take like a little chili bowl, put it over his head, and then just follow the stinking bowl around to cut his hair?
Exactly. I mean, that's what it seems like.
That is one of the strangest looking haircuts that I have ever seen on a
What's up, senior?
on a grown man.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it looks like a child. Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Like I said, it's
And then
I
Bigma wrapped up in a Twinkie. Oh man.
I wish I mean, how do you cut your hair like that?
What's up, PK? So what do you think? Dallas, Philadelphia?
Dallas, Philadelphia. I want Dallas. I think Philly pulls it off somehow.
Buffalo and Cincinnati.
That's a good game. I'm probably
Cincinnati's playing some really good ball.
I know,
right now.
dang.
I know you want because you got oh my god, dude. What is that?
That's what I'm saying, man. Where do you who cuts their hair like that?
Man, got the liver spots going on.
Is that a wig or is that a hair?
No, that ain't no way. Why would you get a wig that looks like that?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Greatest haircut of all time. That is so weird, man.
That is a weird looking haircut. I'm telling you, man.
Does he have any inkling of Al Davis? I don't see it, man.
Jeez, Al Davis, man. He had that dark hair and he long combed it back. Yeah, put him and Al back together.
Freaking.
Anyway, I saw a pic of Devontae Adams with Mark Davis hair. That was hilarious. I bet it was. That's funny, Will. Yeah, I'm going to take. Gosh, that's going to be so good of a game. But last year, before that Hamlin thing, that horrible thing they were playing, I think it was Monday night, and Cincinnati was off to a good start. And so that game's going to be back there. That's going to be weird, being back in Cincinnati a year after that happened last year to DeMar Hamlin. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know if he's playing this year, if he's on the 53 or if he's on the practice squad.
He was on the practice squad last I heard. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Am I going to the fall league? I wanted to go, and it's just been kind of a rough couple of weeks, PK. Just been busy, and my eyesight's bad right now. I have to have eye surgery on Wednesday which they say could take months to come back, my vision. So, and it won't get back to 2020. Like the right eye over here is 2020. Like I could, you see that? Like I can't read the SF sign behind me.
Wow.
But this eye perfectly clear. Can't even see the clock. I could see gray because I know it's gray, but I can't see the hands on it.
Wow.
It's just totally blurry. Yes.
How's your concussion symptoms? Those are better, right?
Better. Yeah, still have a little bit of get a little nauseous now and then if I overdo things. So I have to just.
But at least that's trending in the right.
Yeah, that's trending in the right direction. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Did you guys see the Jim Bowden video?
No, God, the predictions. Jim Bowden did predictions on the free agents for baseball.
Did Larry cover him or something? Or
Larry covered him, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jim Bowden. He had every guy with the Giants.
Jim Bowden.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm getting kind of tired already. It's been a long day.
Man, no worries.
I need to get some rest tonight. I couldn't fall asleep last night till after 3.
Oh my God.
I don't know why. I was just laying there, and I got up earlier than I could have really slept in, but then I wouldn't be able to fall asleep again tonight. And so kind of want to get up and watch that Miami.
Oh, you want to watch that one? Nice.
I do want to watch it because it's going to be a shootout. I'm just
Oh, it
hoping,
is. It's going to be high powered right there.
Um,
Boy, there's going to be a lot of good games. I mean, you got that one early in the morning. Then you got the Dallas and
Dallas is at 1 something.
yeah,
right?
that's the mid. And in the evening one, you got
Cincinnati Buffalo.
Cincinnati Buffalo. So
Yeah, that's going to be
jam
nice.
packed.
Yeah. Yeah, my fantasy points could be. I've got 3 players in that Buffalo game, all on the Bills. Yeah, I'm hoping it's a 58 to.
Hey, I got Burrow going, so let's make it 58 to like 51.
Yeah, 58, 51.
There we
But
go.
oh yeah, I don't care about that. That's right. I'm thinking the morning game. I just hope that Miami
Yep, exactly.
wins.
Oh yeah, and it's Seattle Baltimore game too as well.
I want Miami to win a 3-0 game. Just defy the odds. No scoring, no yards, no points. Just a 3-0 field goal at the end of the game.
You're wishing bad juju on Los.
No, on MF on Mahomes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
no. Hey, fantasy football, right? It's all about me and you. I mean, when I say me, it's all about whoever
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you want to, I could bring up the standings on that league.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about our fantasy league as we pull that up and see what.
There's a lot of teams that are in it here. No doubt about it, man. Battling for those six spots, right?
6 spots. I would say the bottom 3 have a hard road ahead.
Yep. So you got the bad guy, and you got Los, you got Heroku, and you got Will B. Man, they're sitting pretty comfortable up there in 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Then you got MF and Buster and Trock and Sean, or I should say Ryan, and then Sean, and then Will Martinez, and I'm kind of there. All of us are battling for 3 spots, pretty much.
Well,
right?
Yeah, 3
the top
spots.
3 pretty much got it locked in for the most part.
I would say be pretty hard for them not to make it. Yeah. Oh, dun, 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 my new chair is here.
Oh,
all right, there it is. And the crew just brought it in.
Nice.
Oops.
You got a new chair, huh? For your. Oh, look at that.
Look at that, huh?
Oh,
Costco tonight.
That's there you go.
Comfortable.
Yep. There you
go.
Go.
Let's see. The crew is fixing me up here.
Nice.
Hold on. I need makeup. Get the makeup. How do we get hey, how do I get that off the screen? I killed my stop screen. Where'd it go? Is it stuck? Does that mean? No, I know how we can.
The only one that's
there we go. All right, we're going to pull this off. I'm going to move this down.
Nice. Now you get to sit in some comfy chair now.
Yeah, I'm going to go lower.
There you go.
Might be a little too low. I have this high chair. Let me see. One sec here.
Put that cushion here.
No, I don't need no cushion. This is cushion.
There you go. Oh,
the professor is here. Yes. All right, everybody. Now we're gonna go. Woo! Yeah, man.
So Dan, what was your favorite battle in World War II? See, look, you got the.
Now I'm ready to go. Look at and check these arms out.
Yeah, exactly.
On the chair. Wait, check this arm out here. Wait, over.
Yeah, nice padded. Exactly.
Wait. Where am I going with the camera? Come on. Oh, hold on here. I gotta. Okay, see that?
Yep. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, if I fall asleep in this chair, guys, wake me up before the game starts tomorrow.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've been sitting on this hard ass chair
Yeah, I don't know how long you were doing that. It's crazy.
over a year, man. Caused
I
me
know.
back surgery. Thing started
Yeah,
when
you
I
were
was.
sitting on that same chair when you were with Larry too, weren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I used to go to bed like and ice my back. I didn't. So this setup now, how's that? Do I look too low or am I
No,
looking?
you look fine. Yeah, you look fine.
How's my background look now?
Yeah, it still looks perfect. You could see your wooden SF a lot better.
Okay, there we are.
Yeah.
There we. Mike, hey, all right. Ah, man. Hey, okay. Okay.
It makes a difference,
Yeah.
I tell you.
It sure does. That chair has feelings. You're right, PK, man. This chair, man. My ass is saying thank you.
Same thing with your back.
Yeah. Oh,
Man, what is
gosh.
going on right now? Dan is enjoying his new chair.
Yes.
What's up, Cameron? Man, I haven't seen you in a while.
Is that
And
the
remember
Cameron
the
in
last-
our? That's not the Cameron in our league, is it?
Yeah, it is. That's the
Oh,
same
there it
thing.
is. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we made a trade tonight,
There you go.
right? That's pretty, right?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah. Hey, I hope Ingram gets a lot of points for you tomorrow. Oh, he's not playing. That's right. Same with Montgomery. Yeah, we did a couple guys off this
Got a
week,
trade.
but
Yep.
trade that helped. He had a need for tight end. I had a need for some running back depth.
There you go.
So,
Mark, did you make your wife put it together?
no, my son put it together.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I have my son this weekend. So
Nice.
yeah, he put it together. I said, I hope he's not upset with me and built this thing to crash. My fault. Yeah. Yeah, it was a win-win. Yeah, exactly. It was a good trade. I mean, I wanted to really keep Ingram. I had thoughts of maybe trading a QB and playing two tight ends at some point,
Oh yeah.
because I might have. Yeah. I really liked Ingram because he's a guy that scores points. He's a 12-point tight end every week. He's 12 to 20 because he catches like 5 or 6 passes, which is 6 points, and then he gets 50 yards, which is 50, 60 yards, which is another 6 points. So he's right at 12 points almost every
Consistently.
week.
Yep.
And then if he ever scores a TD, man, he's going to be up there close to 20.
Yep.
He got me
Good point.
18 or 17 or 18 last week. Almost
Nice.
18, I think. Yeah. Which is great out of a tight end.
Yep.
Can I sneak into the Scottsdale meetings? I probably could. I could probably go to those meetings, but they start Monday. I should go dressed as Farhan. See if I can get me made up just like Farhan. Wait. Hold
No,
on.
you got to get Los. You got to get Los.
Hold on. Where'd my other glasses go?
I think Marty said he was going, right? PK's asking. He's hoping that Marty goes. I think Marty said he was going, right?
Marty may go. I should go. Oh, here's my other glasses, my Farhan glasses. I could maybe go Monday or Tuesday. I can't go Wednesday because I got the surgery. But all right. Hi, everybody.
There it is.
I'm gonna all of a sudden I go in there and go just get real aggressive with guys. Hey, wait, you got to be an imposter. Farhan's not aggressive. I want deals done today, guys. Hey, that's a Farhan imposter. Farhan doesn't do anything. He just lets us kick him around.
Exactly. I can see Farhan being at that damn thing.
Oh, great. Everybody like walks in. Everybody's, oh,
Yeah.
here comes Farhan. Everybody's like talking to him like, what are you going to get out of the guy this year? I think I'll give him, I think I'm going to give him Papirski. And, he's a sucker for anything. Just wait till one of his guys gets hurt. You can give him anything just for a weekend.
Hey guys, check out my boiler. I've been eating some really good food. I was last year I was over at Mrs. Eldridge's house. Sitting at the table. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I don't know what got into me. what got it?
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
So yeah. Now that I got my fresh chair, maybe let me see if I can do a little Giants here and cut this. All right. Let's see. Where are we at? We're going to do this, turn this thing into a video. So we're not starting yet. All right. So Eric, I've been doing a lot of thinking on this, and this is what I want to see the Giants do this offseason. I want to see Farhan do something different and actually learn from his mistakes. Hey, we all make mistakes, right?
That happens.
And the key is you learn from your mistakes. And if you can learn from your mistakes, then your mistakes are valuable lessons. So Farhan, in his 5 years with the Giants, he started at the end of 18. All he's done for the most part is fill in little holes of guys that were not ready for primetime players. You're at the time it was Connor Joe and what was the guy's name?
Michael Reed.
Michael Reed. Opening day.
The two guys they threw on Bochy right before.
Yeah, throws him right on Bochy at the end of the spring training, right before, and he's like, hadn't even seen him in camp, and he's got to start him at Dodger Stadium day one. And so that was 18 for the 19 season. And then he got Yaz, and then he got Yaz in that offseason, and that was like, oh, that was his found, we got Yaz. The guy is an unknown who was, obscured, stuck in the minor leagues in the Orioles organization. And he comes of age, and he's like this amazing guy, they're going to build around. So then they got the shortened 2020 season. Buster opts out. He gets was that the year he got he got Gausman that year.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
So Gausman pitched pretty well, and that was his big signing. Yaz had a good year, and then they bring back in 21. It's really, he got Tyro Estrada, which turned out to be a pretty good ball player. He got Darren Ruff. He got Flores. He got some okay guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he hasn't got anybody that, is like, oh my goodness, we got ourselves an everyday, rock solid.
A long-term Giant.
Yeah, a real type all-star. And then 22, they have the lockout. And as soon as the lockout is over, he signs Carlos Rodon. He actually did something right away.
Yep, he did.
And that was a great signing. But then what did he do, Farhan, is they're basically out of it at the trade deadline. They're falling on their faces to open the second half of the season on a 6, 7, 8 game losing streak, if I recall.
Yep.
And then they got the trade deadline, and they got a 4-game series with the Dodgers. And they had no shortstop. Crawford's out. They had Dixon Machado in to fill in. And it was like, you're going to get swept. Just trade Rodon. You're going to get swept. You don't have a shot at anything.
And we knew he was going to opt out because he was having a great year.
We knew he was going to opt out. And the danger was that you keep him and he hurts his arm in September, and now you're stuck with him for next year and he can't pitch.
Right.
And he's got $22 million.
Yep.
So Farhan, again, he doesn't get aggressive and make some actual bold moves. I want to see bold moves, even if the bold move is something that's controversial. Like Brian Sabian made a bold move. His first started off and he trades Matt Williams,
Right.
a homegrown all-star, borderline MVP caliber player. And he trades Matt Williams for Jeff Kent and a couple other guys that were in the deal that I should remember. Was Mike Jackson in that deal?
I can't remember.
Anyway, it was a great deal. It was a great trade. Helped the Giants win not only the division in 97, almost made the playoffs in 98, 2000 won the division, 02, Jeff Kent, like MVP, World Series.
World Series.
I mean, it was wonderful. Farhan, just make some bold moves, okay? That means sometimes you got to trade some people to get some people. So here's what I would do if I'm Farhan. GM meetings start here in a couple days in Scottsdale, Arizona, right in my backyard. And what I would do is I would make some big contacts and maybe even make some moves. I mean, Scott Harris just made a move today getting Mark Canha from Milwaukee in a trade. Scott Harris, now we know, was the more aggressive of the two when he's with the Giants. He's the one that was responsible for getting Chris Bryant to the Giants at the last minute of the trade deadline. Farhan cannot pull the dang trigger. He just can't. He sits and sits and sits. Last year, he sat on waiting for Aaron Judge and waiting and waiting and waiting, did nothing with the market instead of just going out and giving Aaron Judge a deadline and saying, okay, here's our offer. You have 5 days or 3 days or whatever it is to accept. If you're going to shop us, we're going to pull our offer on this date. That's it. We're not messing around. We want you. Here's our offer, but we're not going to be pulled around.
He had to have known that Yankees are going to be in hard. So yeah, he should have, agreed.
Yeah, and so he waited, and then the night before Judge actually made his decision, he signed Mitch Haniger. And the thought was, the right thinking was like, oh, this is just, they're not getting Judge. And many people said, oh, this is an addition to Judge. Yeah, right. Okay. So Trey Turner signs early. Bogarts down at San Diego then signed. He could have went out.
Swanson was still out there, I think.
Yeah, Swanson was still out there. He could have, and then he goes for Correa. He makes the big splash for Correa and then pulls back. Could have just paid Swanson, who I thought really was the better move over Bogarts. Anyway. But so this year, this is what I would like to see him do. Make some bold trades, but I don't know when the posting date is for
Yamamoto
in Japan and how do you say his name?
Young Loo Hee or
Young Loo something. Yeah, the
Young
25-year-old center fielder in Korea, MVP over there. He's got speed, can hit gap to gap. Play center field really well. Get those guys immediately. And then if we look at the free agent list, the free agent list out there consists of
nobody that the Giants are going to get.
I mean, it doesn't look like a bunch of names that they will get, but I was trying to see who the top names were out there. I mean, obviously Shohei, but you know what? You're
Blake
not going to
Snell, Josh Hader.
Yeah, you're not getting you have a shot at Snell. I mean, what I would do if you really, really wanted to compete is you could do it with 3 signings. You could go sign Yamamoto, the kid from Korea, and Blake Snell. Now you've got a four-headed monster pitching staff. You got From the right side, Yamamoto and Webb, and from the left side, you'd have Harrison and Snell. And then
That would be formidable.
That's a very formidable staff. That's what I would love to see him do. Spend that money there. I don't see spending money on Ohtani as a viable option. I really don't. I mean, Ohtani, if you got him, great. Well, you better have a bunch of other stuff behind you because
that's the issue. Yep.
And I would go sign Rhys Hoskins too, or trade for Pete Alonso. And I don't know what it would take to get Pete Alonso.
Because he's got one more year right before he hits free agency.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know if I even, to be honest, I don't know how much more Pete Alonso's worth than Rhys Hoskins when it comes right down to it. Alonso strikes out a lot.
He does.
Cody Bellinger would be a great guy to get, but I don't think Cody Bellinger is going to want to play in this park.
No way. And his price tag is going to be astronomical as well. I wouldn't be surprised if he hits the 300 million level.
Yeah. Matt Chapman, I see would be another. He was in my original thought. My original thought was, look, go get Matt Chapman, put him at third, play Casey Schmidt at short, and put Luciano in the outfield. Put him in right field. He's a shortstop. He should be able to learn how to catch a fly ball in the outfield and run. And right field's a good spot for him. He's kind of tall. I don't know Corey Seager's what, 6'4"?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's big.
So Corey Seager's one of the guys that's played shortstop as a taller shortstop and has done relatively well. Luciano's only like 6'2", so he could be fine. But if you really want to get, really good defense, which is super important, I think Schmidt might be a better shortstop than Luciano defensively, and we know Chapman's a great third baseman. So why not get great defense and then get Estrada at second, Hoskins at first base, Luciano in right field, in center field, the kid from Korea, and left field.
Give it to Ramos.
I'd look at Ramos and Matos and see which one, wins the job. And as far as Slater and Yaz, you know what? I'm moving on. And if maybe Yaz wants to be a guy that can fill in as a fifth outfielder, fifth outfielder, and occasionally pinch hit, you know what? He's solid player. He's not expensive, but I'm not building my team around Yaz and Slater anymore. I'm just not.
That ship has sailed.
Give me players that can play every day, no matter who's hitting. And I know Rhys Hoskins can do that. He's local from Sacramento. Yep. Estrada can do it for the most part, but you got to have some good backups. You'd have my back. I'd trade J.D. Davis. Why would I trade J.D. Davis? Because he's got some value and he's going to be a free agent after next year.
Mm-hmm.
I said you should have traded J.D. Davis last year.
At the trade deadline.
Before the trade deadline even, because he was hot up until about, July.
Right.
Started cooling off. But I thought, year and a half control, people would like a guy like J.D. Davis. He's a good clubhouse guy, good bat, pretty good glove. But he's slow. And I'm tired of slow guys. I really am. I mean, Flores is so slow, it's unbelievable. But he can rake. He can hit. So you live with it. Flores can play you some backup first base. He can play you some backup third base. He's a DH. Flores, valuable guy. But let's get some speed on this roster. Let's get a little bit of power.
Fortify the defense.
Yeah, defense is critical. It's absolutely critical they get solid defense.
Look at the defense that was in the World Series. Woo.
Yeah.
Except for Alec Thomas there in game 5. Whoops.
Well, he made a blunder there. He looked up real quick.
For the most part, all the defense was fantastic in the World Series.
Yeah. Who drafted Corey Seager? Somebody asked here, and it was Ned Colletti.
Ned Colletti, correct.
Yep, Ned Colletti. So, yeah, this is where I want to see the Giants go. I think when I talk about first base, I do like Alonso and Rhys Hoskins. But the reason I said Rhys Hoskins, I don't think is a whole lot different than Alonso. Alonso's 1 year, and he's going to be expensive.
Mhm.
It's going to cost money it's going to cost a good prospect or two to trade for him. And if you got a relatively similar person who doesn't cost you any prospects, all they do is cost you some money, go get Rhys Hoskins. He plays a good first base. He's coming off of an ACL. He should be fine. And
Here's a question I want to pose to you, Dan. And we saw some of these rookies in the playoffs and in the World Series. After seeing how some of these rookies performed, do the Giants have any kind of rookie that's even on the doorstep of what those rookies can produce? Or not so much?
I would say no. But
so
I'm
saying, no one should be untouchable then to be able to trade if you're going to get a really good player.
No one's untouchable. The only untouchable is probably Patrick Bailey, and that's because of his defense, not his offense. Casey Schmidt to me is the next guy in line to make a jump. The reason I say Casey Schmidt is going to be good is I see all the tools there. I see the attitude. I see the ball player in him. He's not lightning fast as a runner, but he's
smart on the bases.
He's smart on the bases, but he's got sneaky speed, I would say. He's not slow. Okay. He's not a burner, but he's not slow. But as far as the rookies go, I don't see, like, Matos is going to have to bulk up. He's going to have to get stronger.
Right.
And he needs to be able to improve in the running game, his defense. He needs to get better jumps on balls. But potential is there. But this is what the Giants need to do. They need to get the pitching in line and get some speed and defense. And if you're going to go after Ohtani, you better have other guys signed in place, because
it has to be.
He's not coming to the Giants with the Giants in the position they're in right now.
Exactly. I mean, look at the Angels. They got, granted, some of these guys are, kind of past their prime, but Trout still effective. Rodon's been kind of a mess. But the Angels have a better lineup than the Giants. Why would he want to leave the Angels to come to a worse team at this point?
Yeah. I mean, if I can't get the kid from Korea as a center fielder, I may look at, if I can get Yamamoto. That's my key. Okay. He's the key to my off season. And I'll tell you why. Because now you've got two aces in him and Webb.
True.
Now I can maybe play around and trade Kyle Harrison if I want to. And maybe I can bring in a high level. Maybe I can get Mike Trout for Kyle Harrison and another prospect, and not have to spend a ton of money, because the Angels will be willing to kick in and pay a pretty good portion of Trout's remaining salary. That's a possibility. I'd like to keep Harrison, but sometimes, you got to give up something to get something. And if he's the guy they want, I wouldn't give up him and Whisenhunt.
Right.
But if they want one or the other and Trout's involved, maybe you do that. Maybe you get 3-4 good years out of Trout. I don't think you get much more than that. I don't know what he's got left. If he's got 8-10 years left, I'm not sure what that contract looks like. I got to look that up. But, I'm not riding the rest. I don't think Trout is going to give you much more than a few good years. Right-handed power is not bad in Oracle Park. You can hit the ball out. It's the lefties that get killed because of the triples alley. You
Right.
know, if you got a dead pull hitter, which there aren't many of those, not that hard to hit a home run as a lefty down that right field line. It's only
Right.
309. But as that jets out there to 415, you know, just kind of balls go there to die.
Yep.
So
now here's a question, Dan. It sounds great, but what moves do you think Farhan's actually going to do?
You know, he made a big move today, and he got Chad Pinder's younger brother who's going to be 28 in March and has never made it past AAA. I think he made it to AAA last year. So I'm looking for big things from that one. Yeah, no, I mean, this is the kind of signings that myself and the majority of longtime Giants fans are sick and tired of. You know, who's the other guy they got in the deal for AJ Pollock? He already got sent down.
Mathis.
Yeah, Mathis. How many guys like that do we have? What about the guy before that, the year before, the guy from Seattle? He played Walton or whatever. Donovan Walton.
Donovan Walton.
Okay, yep. They all fit the same mold. Every one of them. They are all like little punch and Judy hitters that don't hit for high average. They're decent utility people that can play multiple positions, and they're jack of all trades, master of none. They do a few good things and nothing really good, nothing superior. And that's all he does is trade on these margins of guys like this. I mean, I don't even have the list. They'd have to go in front of me, but it's the Connors, Joes, it's the Michael Reeds, it's the Michael Papirskis, it's the Donovan or Dixon Machado. It's
exactly.
And then the guys he actually has gotten.
Brett Wisely.
Yeah, Brett Wisely's another one. Nice kid, nice ball player, but not going to be an all-star. All these little guys that just, fit into this analytical, box that Farhan has built that, on the margins, this guy may be able to give us this and this and this. No, just go get guys that play 145 games a year. Okay. Give me 6 guys that play 145 games a year.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't take them in and out of the lineup based on who's pitching. You don't pinch hit for them who's pitching. You just let them play. Okay. Like when we watch the playoffs, there's pinch hitting and there's situational baseball and there's analytics involved, and all of that is part of the game. But let me read something to you here. In fact, this is compliments of MF. Let me see. If I send this to you, can you put this up on the screen somehow?
If you could email me, it, that'd be much better.
All right. I took a snapshot of it, and I'm going to email it to you right now. And come on, get out of the way. All right. So it's coming your way eventually.
All righty.
Here we go.
Just give it a minute or so.
Invalid recipient. Come on. Why am I having problems with this? There we go. All right, sending. It didn't even have a subject, but pull that up, and we're gonna contrast what it looks like to actually manage a game with your head and your eyes versus the analytical machines.
All right.
So anyway, so this is
cool.
This is what I want to see them do. I want to see them get 6 guys that can play me 140 to 145 games a year. And no, I don't want Michael Conforto and Mitch Haniger in the outfield because they're not great defensively and they're injury prone. Give me younger guys. All right, here we go. So this was, I'm not sure where MF found this today, but this is what it says. Now, contrast this. Listen to this between Diamondbacks manager Torey Lovullo and Hall of Fame manager Bruce Bochy. During games, Lovullo said his eyes ping pong from the game action to the data sheets in front of him, back and forth as he cross-references what's in front of him with the statistics that sometimes serve as a backbone of forthcoming decisions. Lovullo feels comfortable with this frantic pace, but he has glanced over at Bochy and sees someone very good at his job doing it very differently. Bochy often sits with his arms folded, appearing relaxed, like a parent taking in a t-ball game, seemingly never taking his eyes off the players on the field and what they're doing. I can't multitask, Bochy said. I've got to just watch the game.
Well, there you go.
Okay,
Sometimes
guys.
that's all it takes, right?
You know, here's what you do. You don't have to, you know how you manage? You manage before the game. You prepare and you know what situations come up, who's good at facing so-and-so and, you know, and just knowing, hey, like, oh, this stands out big time. This guy's, 6 for 8 lifetime with 2 home runs. If this matchup comes up, I'm going to go to that. So it's really pretty obvious what good, solid managers do. They know the facts before the game, and then they watch the game unfold.
If you're on the same wavelength here, is you never see Bochy even within a paper in his hand, ever. Yeah. You never see him. You see all these managers, they got these big old long, whatever the hell information they got on it. But Bochy just sits there. He just has it all in his. And I think Posey even said that when Posey was playing for him, everything's in his head. He prepares before and he knows what to do. He as you said, he watches the game and he knows what to do.
It's pretty simple. You watch the game, you see what's going on, you study people, you just know who your people are, you know who can hit in difficult situations.
In other words, you know your team.
Yeah, you know your team. You and sometimes it's just a gut instinct, and sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. Baseball's a game of failure. 70% failure rate at the plate gets you in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
If you're successful 30% of the time, you're going to find yourself, with a nice mole, in Cooperstown. You're going to be immortalized.
Yep.
So it's a game of failure, but the Giants and Farhan and their Farhan analytics, they take it to the extreme where, it's like, oh, well, if this guy hits the ball off this type of pitching from this arm angle, he hits 392. And from this arm angle, he's only at 250. And we're facing a guy with this arm angle. Never faced this guy, but this guy's arm angle is this slot that he throws out of. Our guy sees it well. Let's bring him up for the weekend because he's.
You know what's funny? You know what they never take in consideration is said hitter on a hot streak, or is he cold? Because that makes the difference in the world. Because you even though it's a different quote unquote arm slot, if the guy is seeing the ball, he may do some damage because he's on that. You know how baseball is.
Exactly. If you've talked to players and you play the game, it works this way. When you're hot, you can't wait to get to the plate, and you feel like you can hit off anybody.
Right.
And when you're cold, you don't want to go up because you're like, dang it, man, I just got to get out of this. I can't get out of this funk. And it's like you don't even want to face a high school pitcher if you're in the major leagues because you're such in a mess. So what do the Giants do? last year on a road trip, Wilmer Flores hit 4 home runs against the
It was Cincinnati, right?
Cincinnati Reds.
They went to Washington.
They went to Washington and they faced a right-handed pitcher and they sat him the first 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
of course, we were all over that. And then, strangely, Wilmer Flores stopped getting benched.
Yep.
It was like, hey, Gabe, but does any of the beat writers for the Giants bring any of this stuff up? No. They just, all his beat writers seem to do is report information. They don't editorialize at all.
No.
And so they constantly get this, hey, Gabe, why did you pitch to that particular batter during that? Oh, okay. And they write it down and then they report it. They don't question them. And, fortunately, the Giants got a regular dude, a great, not only a great manager in Bob Melvin, but they got a really strong character, nice guy who knows how to communicate.
Exactly, a communicator.
He's a really good communicator. One of the things I've heard about Bob, and we hope to have Bob on the show. He's been invited onto the show. We have a connection directly to Bob Melvin, and we're hoping to get him on sometime this offseason. But Bob Melvin is a class guy. His office is always open. And that's to anybody within the organization.
And he's not going to be MIA in the clubhouse.
No, he's not going to be MIA in the clubhouse at all. He's going to have a heartbeat on exactly what's going on in the clubhouse, and the Giants will be much better off. I'll say this. Farhan definitely made a much better decision in this area. He learned from his mistake. Kapler was a risk from day one.
Day one.
Day one, he was a risk. Everybody was like, why are you doing this?
Exactly. He failed in Philadelphia, was fired. Prior to that, he had this, the allegations of being part of a cover-up with the minor league players in the Dodgers organization. So, I mean, he had baggage. So why Farhan? Well, we all know why Farhan went to him, but that was a horrible choice.
It was a horrible choice. And hopefully, he's shown that he's learned from his mistake in hiring a qualified manager who's good with the clubhouse, good with the press, treats people with dignity, not going to talk down to you like Kapler did. And he's not going to, the clubhouse is not going to be all uptight. And, everybody around Kapler had to freeze and act like, just a very, I don't know, just difficult. So, and I'm not saying Gabe's not a bad guy. He's not a bad person. He's a good human being. He's different. I don't care for his differences as far as, just the way he ran things, but I'm sure a lot of the players did probably like him in many ways. He just wasn't a great communicator. It didn't seem like as a team. He was a one-on-one guy. And anyway, so I think the Giants, so far learned from that. Now let's hope he can learn from his mistakes, how he's handled meetings. You see the teams that are the most aggressive. Who's the most aggressive GMs out there?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
okay.
You got, AJ Preller.
AJ Preller's one. You got Dave Dombrowski with the Phillies.
Chris Young with the Texas Rangers.
Chris Young with the Rangers. Jerry DePito with Seattle.
Andrew Friedman.
Friedman. The Braves and the
I just call him AA. Yeah.
AA. All right. Let's look at the playoff. The Houston's always pretty aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the playoffs. What did all the hey? Let's give the credit to Dan Hazen at Arizona.
Oh yeah,
He was aggressive.
he was aggressive.
So all these guys that were aggressive made the playoffs for the
Yes,
most
they
part.
did.
Phillies, Padres didn't, but they made a run at the end, surpassed the Giants.
Dodgers.
Dodgers, Astros,
Yep. Texas.
Diamondbacks, Texas. Milwaukee made some moves. So these guys are making moves, and they make them early. They don't sit back and wait. They don't
They
wait.
set the tone.
They set the tone, yes. So that's what needs to be done. So hopefully Farhan can learn from this and just go out and be aggressive. Don't sit back. You sit back and wait and wait and wait. Just go set the market. Do you end up having to pay a little bit more? Yeah, you do.
You know what? Maybe he just needs to hire a professional negotiator. Maybe that's his, and then he could be the one that decides, okay, yeah. But I don't know if you can learn that.
Yeah, it's a skill, and I don't,
Right.
It's a skill of learning how to deal with people, and when I first started out in sales, it was hard to learn to, read certain situations, but you learn from it, you grow. He's now going into year 6 as the head guy. He was never the head guy at LA. He was never the head guy with the A's. He never had to make these decisions.
No,
he couldn't make the decisions. So now that he's in charge, he's just doing too much with everything, and he needs to just focus on going out, setting the market, because if you don't set the market, it'll set it for you.
Yes, it will. Yep.
As it did last
Exactly.
year.
Yep. And you want to be, Farhan's obviously good with numbers. If you want to look at numbers, let's look at the last 5 years. How many times did the Giants break 500 in his 5 years? Once. You want to talk about number? That is not doing a good job. And here we are in the beginning of the we're in between the 2023-2024 season. And what is the roster consisted of? The same guys that we had in 2021, 2022 without the good players. I mean, there's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, there's no more Posey. There's going to be no more Crawford. There's no more Belt. There's no more Darren Ruff that was part of that.
No more Longoria.
Chris Bryant.
No more Gosman. You had him a couple of years.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean,
the 2021 season was magical. Everything went right, but you had Buster, and then you had Crawford and Belt have career years.
Yeah.
And then Darren Ruff had a huge year, and Lamont Wade Jr. had, remarkable things going on in late innings, and it just, everything was magical. But you got to get guys that are designed to play more. And this
issue I had is he had 5 years to incrementally make this team a little bit better, and it hasn't.
Yeah.
And it hasn't. So exactly. We'll see. This year, like you said, does he learn from his mistake? But that's a lot of work to be doing, in just one off. So he's got 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's move it over to a little bit of fantasy football here in NorCal Sports, and we'll finish this thing up. I see some comments in there. Heroku.
Hey, we didn't mean to ignore your comments. We were recording. This is going to be a pre-recorded thing.
Yeah, we want to throw up comments up there and stuff. So we're gonna turn this into a 25-minute little, however long we spent on that.
Yeah, somewhere on there. Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Turn that into a video. Put that out.
Yep.
Hopefully get some more views, and we're getting close to getting monetized. About 80 short.
Man, we're only 80. Hey, make sure you guys tell your friends, family. Make sure you have them get them to subscribe, man.
Yeah, we got to get to 1,000 subscribers, guys, because once we get to 1,000, it takes off. We can actually start making money as a channel.
And we do, and YouTube, I think will push this out a lot harder because they're going to get money as well.
Yeah, because we need to get. So that would be awesome if you can, grab your kid's phone and have them subscribe if you got kids.
There you go.
Seriously, just take their phone.
There you go, PK. Go tell your neighbors. Yeah, there you go.
Take your kids' phones and you know, oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Sign them up. Sign them
Subscribe.
up. Yeah. NorCal.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. So, Heroku, oh, you like my trade there? He says, nice trade for Montgomery. Yeah. You want him? I'll flip him over to you.
After this week. Oh, wait. No.
He's going to buy.
Oh, yeah.
Give me Chase. Give me Chase.
give me Chase, Pollard, and Mark Andrews.
You can keep Pollard. Give me Chase, and you can and
Andrews.
You can keep Andrews. Just give me Chase, and I'll give you a receiver in Montgomery. Still have your three-headed monster receiver core.
That should be fun. It's going to be close games. Some of them are going to be a blowout. I think Ryan shows that he's going to get a blowout over who was it that he's playing? Let me find it here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Might as well do this.
He says my trades always have Chase, Pollard,
and Andrews.
Well, why would I ask for Justice Hill or Jahan Dotson or Tank Dell or Devin Singletary or Zay Jones? I don't want those guys. Or Jordan Love. So, yeah. What do we
There's
got
the matchups there.
Can
We got myself and Will B.
That up, or is that all? Is that as far as?
Let me try to see if I can get it without. How's
There
that
we
look?
go.
Right.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. Myself and Will B. We got a matchup. He's projected to.
You know, it's funny. You never know the projections.
Exactly.
I mean, you get guys that have big days, and it's all of a sudden, you know, the 11th place team's beating the second place team.
Yep.
Or the 12th beating one, or, you know, it happens.
We got Ryan and Sean facing off. That's a huge. That's by like almost over 40 points.
We got to get Ryan to change his name. He's still got
truck
in his photo in there.
And you got Bora projected to win over Carlo. Damn, this is going to be a close one right here. You and MF. Woo! Woo! Yeah. And Will Martinez and Cameron, another really close one. Wow. Ooh, and then they're down at the bottom. Yeah, 104, 103. And then at the bottom, Heroku projected
1 and 2, huh?
Yep.
Oklahoma, Nebraska, Michigan, Ohio State, USC, UCLA. It's a 1-2 punch.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama, LSU.
Man.
Woo!
It's gonna be interesting to see how these this week pans out. MF, poor Levis didn't do much for MF, did he? Got him 9 points, almost 10 points.
Yeah, put the hex on him.
Put the hex on MF.
On Levis, just.
Yeah, Bora got a win last week. Yep, barely. I mean, by what? 2 points?
Yeah, 2.5 points. He got nothing out of his tight end, man. It was crazy. Of course, MF didn't get anything out of Devontae.
Oh,
that was bad. That was a bad game. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, it's really amounts to a lot of luck, doesn't it?
It does.
It really does.
You notice with these buys kicking in, before the buys, people were being projected at like 150, 160.
Oh, yeah. The projections are all down. Yeah.
Yes, they are. Yep.
Jeez. This is a heavy bye week 9. And
yeah, it is.
There's no buys in what? Is it week 12? 1 week has no buys. I think it's 12. 13 and 14 have buys. That's a long time to go in a season.
Yeah, it is.
Buy. I mean, you're beat up and tired, but by the time you get to week 14, you get a bye. You're that's pretty good.
This is the first time. This is the first. Heroku's actually rooting for me to win. Wow, I know why.
Because you're playing.
I'm playing this competition. Yeah.
You're playing. Gosh, you're playing Will B, right?
Will B, exactly.
Matt, yeah. I keep wanting to think of Gabe's food
Maybe
review.
maybe I should trade Will B. Burrow. Oh man, no, I ain't doing that. What's up, Kyle? He's at the bar. Hey, tell everyone to subscribe, Kyle. Tell them to subscribe to NorCal Sports Network. And while you're at it, Military History Chronicles as well.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is what collusion would look like if I was at the near the top of the league, or I'm just trying to get into the playoffs, but I've got my game locked up tomorrow. You know, I'm projected way ahead, and I say, hey, Eric, I need you to beat so and so. I'll loan you Josh Allen and Diggs for the game. Just make sure you give them back to me.
Exactly. That's collusion.
Yeah. There's been no collusion in this league, and we won't stand for that.
No.
I wouldn't even want to win I would really seriously would not want to win a game or the league.
Yeah,
doing something that was shady or just, like, hey, give me this guy and I'll whatever. Nah, it's just nah. It's funny because we made a little trade tonight with Keontae and Roschon Johnson.
Oh, Roschon, yeah.
We were actually on a phone call, and I'm like, Eric doesn't even know who Keontae Ingram is, and we were just chatting. I got to tell you the story, because the story was I had Eric, who's an Air Force guy, and Will B, who's an Army guy. All right? So I got them on the phone call tonight.
Oh, your parlay.
I had a 15-game parlay today, guys. 15-game parlay. I'm going to pull it up for you right here. I'm pretty good at parlays usually with college football and NBA basketball. Let me pull up my FanDuel account. I don't know if we can get this on here. I'm logging in. My bets settled. I had a 50% profit boost. All right. Can you guys see?
Yeah, that's kind of hard. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Oh, there we go.
There it is. All right. Hold on here. Okay.
You just got to go up with the phone when you're.
Let me get.
There you go. So you had, it moved, I think. Oh, there you go. There you go. So you got Clemson over Notre Dame.
Can you see the green check mark?
Yeah, I see the green check mark. Yep.
South Carolina. South Carolina.
Over, what does that say? Jacksonville State?
Yeah. Jackson State.
Oh, and then you got Utah over Arizona State. Air Force over Army. Oh,
thank you, guys.
Damn Air Force. Memphis over, I can't read what that says.
Memphis
over South Florida.
Yeah.
Louisville over Virginia Tech. Tulane over, what the heck is that game? What was that Tulane one? There it is. Tulane was over what? East Carolina. Florida State.
Tulane over East Carolina. Yeah.
And then what was that? Georgia over. Oh, it's
get it. Zoom in here. It's got to get filled.
Yeah,
You got.
But needless to say, you had 14 of the 15.
Right. I had Georgia over Missouri, Oregon over Cal, UNLV over New Mexico, Liberty over Louisiana Tech, West Virginia over BYU, SMU over Rice, and Michigan over Purdue. 15-game team parlay. I got 14. And wouldn't you know it, the biggest upset of the day, Army 2-6 beats 8-0 Air Force at Air Force. So, you know what?
Bad.
Air Force, as far as I'm concerned, you're the fourth leg of the military. You're the
Exactly.
fourth leg.
That's exactly what I said. Oh, I didn't say exactly. I go, Ingram. I was like, who's it? And I go, how do you spell Ingram? They're talking about it, right? They're talking about Keontae Ingram. I was like, how do you spell that? Is it an I or an
Yeah, we're
E?
talking about tomorrow. Like, I think I'm going to get Ingram maybe instead of because DeMarcado, I just saw is out, and I'm really short on a back. I don't have a back. I got Algiers and Rashawn Johnson and Zach Charbonneau, and I'm like, what the heck am I going to do? So I see that Charbonneau's out, and I think I'll get Ingram. And Eric's like going, who's how do you spell that? And I go,
As I'm typing it.
as he's typing it, I'm like, I'm actually in the bathroom, at the head.
I didn't know you're.
Yeah, I was. Did you hear the dryer after?
Not even
Remember?
paying attention.
Yeah, well, I got my phone up. There's a shelf above, so I'm on speakerphone while I'm at the head, and I'm like,
man.
all of a sudden, Eric goes, "I just got him."
You what?
I said, "What? What are you doing?" You didn't even know. I said, "You don't even. You didn't even know the hell who he was 5 minutes ago." And
oh man, that was so funny.
so it's actually a good move. He actually was able to pick up a guy in trade because I'm just looking to use Ingram for the week.
I was using intelligence on that one. Little
Ingram,
spying, little intelligence.
Ingram is going to be most likely dropped when James Conner comes back.
Right.
And I'll have to make room for my other guys. So,
oh man, that was funny.
Too much information, Spencer says. Yeah. At least I was at the head, not at the crap.
Yeah, you're at the commode. That could have been interesting.
So, yeah. Yeah. I'm like, you. So, anyway, where were we with this? Yeah. So Air Force is the fourth leg. I got
that's unbelievable.
I'm Navy, Army, Marines. In fact, you're the fifth leg. I'm going to take the Coast Guard.
Coast Guard.
Freaking Air Force, man. Freaking Air Force destroyed my day. A $50 wager. I would have bet 100, but they did a boost. They gave me a 50% boost, so they only let me bet 50.
Oh wow!
So it wasn't a big loss, but it was a big win. It was going to make me $500. I felt really good about that. Was the one bet, looking at this bet, I'm like, the one I'm sure of is Air Force.
Yeah, that was like your.
And I'm really sure of Michigan over Purdue at home. And I felt pretty good about Ohio State being number one. Clemson over Notre Dame was kind of tough, but they let me bet it live and they were ahead by 15 at the time. So
wow.
I said, well, I think Clemson can hold on. So it bumped my, so all of these were fairly safe. And Air Force was one of the biggest favorites of the day. They were
unbelievable.
minus 1,200.
That's crazy.
Army was 2-6. Army sucks.
Did Air Force have an injury or something? Or they
turnovers. So
yeah, that was great. How do you spell Ingram? I figured you'd catch on when I was saying that.
Yeah, so Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, Air Force. Jeez.
Oh man.
I'm pissed. I got Air Force gear too. My son-in-law is a pilot.
Yeah, that's right.
Air Force. Thank you, Air Force. Thank you.
Damn.
You're at home. Colorado Springs. Beautiful day up there. What was the temperature? I bet it was like 50 degrees
It's
today.
probably nice.
It looked blue skies when I saw it. I'm going to go.
Yeah, I think they get a lot of blue sky over there, but it does get cold.
I know it gets cold there because I've been there. But what was it? Okay. All right. I'm still dumbfounded. And it wasn't even a close game.
Yeah, you said it was a blowout, like 23-3 or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Colorado Springs. Yeah, it was a nice 63
Ooh.
degrees.
That's beautiful. Wow.
Beautiful sunny day, sunshiny day, a good feeling day in Colorado Springs. One of your armed forces competitors is coming to your home.
As a matter of fact, Air Force used to be part of the Army. How about that?
What?
Yeah.
That's right. The Army used
Army Air Force. Yeah. Or I should say the Army Air Corps. Then we branched
Oh,
off.
it was at a
1947.
neutral site in Denver? It wasn't in Colorado Springs, MF said?
Oh, it was a neutral site.
Oh, I thought the game was in still Colorado.
Yeah, it's not that much of a
I
difference.
mean, Army's we're West Point,
West Point,
Maryland.
that's up way out east. Yeah,
Yeah, they're not. Yeah,
not really neutral, but
I mean, still, I mean, Air Force was 8-0 and ranked 18th in the country, and they lost to. You know what, Air Force? You should never be ranked again. Never, never, ever, ever be ranked again. To lose that bad to an
2-6
Army team, to a 2-6 Army team that, whenever I watch the Army Navy game at the end of the year, it's just out of pride for the country. The game's usually awful.
Someone knows the Air Force song. There we go. Adam boys.
Nothing can stop the Air Force.
Give them the gun.
Today.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder.
Mark Graves. Air Force lost because they played on the ground and not in the air. No, I'm not bitter. I still support our military. Just support the Army.
Navy. That thing is whew.
Just support the Army more now. Jeez. Of all teams, I mean, come on. You got to lose. I got to lose my parlay from. It's like, and I can't even, I can't even rip them like I should rip them if it was another non-military school. I mean, if it was a non-military school, I could burn their jersey. I can't burn my Air Force shirt. I can't burn my Air Force shirts.
Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah. So thanks, Air Force.
Yeehaw.
Next time I see an Air Force guy, I'm gonna ask him give me some money because he cost
It cost me $50. Well, more like 550 bucks, right?
Yeah, exactly. I would have got like $550 back. It cost me $5. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess I'll dock it out of Eric's pay.
Oh, that's pretty good.
He's Air Force. He's Air Force. Gosh. I'm hurting, man. I always get these parlays that are just like one.
Didn't you have a parlay earlier this year where you missed it by one?
Yeah, I always miss by one. It's always one.
Wow.
Will I stop doing parlays? No. I actually I did two today. I did a 17 gamer and a 15 gamer. The 17 gamer would have won me big time, but I was taking a clue off somebody else's paid site that was shared with me, and he had a 10 team parlay. Okay. his 10 team, only 7 of the 9. Let's see. He had UCLA. How they doing tonight? Let me see how UCLA is doing. Because I was going to hedge if UCLA's losing 24-10. So he's only going to be 7 out of 10 out of his.
Right.
So let me see the ones that I added to his 17. To his 10. I added Ohio State. They won. I added Utah. They won. That's 2. I added Florida State. They won. That's 3. I added Oregon, 4. I added Michigan, 5. And I must have a couple. I have to go look. So all my parlay guys hit. Oh, and I added Air Force, 6. So that was the one that lost. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So sometimes you read all these other people's predictions and you're better off just
Going with your own.
Going with your own.
Spencer, you should have been on my show the other night. We were talking World War II. We'll talk about it again another time. But yeah, you should have been in there.
No, I never did that. Sean did it. You picked 5 NFL games with the spread. Sean's in it. I didn't get over to Vegas to put in 1,000 to do it.
Oh, that's right. I remember him talking about that on the show.
I'm in a couple survivor pools that I've done really well in, but in fact, my son just texted me and said, "Who am I taking?" Because he's in the league. I got to look and see who I took. I'm in a survivor pool, and you know, obviously in a survivor pool, you can only pick the team once. Let me see who I picked. My pick is in for this week. I think I took. Did I take Cleveland? I took Cleveland tomorrow over Arizona.
There you
go. Didn't Cleveland lose last week? Or did they? I can't remember.
I can't remember that. They played Indianapolis, right?
Can't remember.
I think they lost. I thought didn't Indy beat? I can't remember.
Kyler Murray, is he playing tomorrow? Do we know? Or has it been announced? I think the other guy who's starting. In fact, you know what I thought of? It's like, this is such a tight game. Earlier I said I'd never want to win, the league in a shady fashion. But I was thinking to myself, if there was some way that tomorrow, just before game time of Kansas City, if I could get in and hack MF's account and replace Mahomes with Josh or Clayton Tune. If I can just put Clayton Tune as his quarterback, that would be a really good tune.
That's going to be the guy that's going to kill you, is Mahomes.
I know. MF, what's your password? Wouldn't that be great, man? You just get in and just, I got in. I'm in MF's account. Okay. Let's see what I could do with MF's team.
Didn't you almost do that with Los's phone?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I did. I got into his team. I said, "Hey, can you open up your, how do you do that?" So he got in and I was just like, I put a fake, we were at breakfast together and I put in a trade and then I gave him to it. And, it was like, I was getting Tyreek Hill for some nobody on my team.
Los is in the chat. Look at that. No Wi-Fi issues anymore. I'm in California till Monday.
Oh, awesome. Hey, Los. So it would be great just to get into somebody's account right before the game time and just I'm replacing Mahomes and I'm dropping, or you can't drop him, but I'm putting him on the bench and I'm bringing in.
Spitzer. That reminds me. My password is 12345. You remember that on Spaceballs?
Oh yeah.
What kind of idiot puts his password as 12345? Oh man, that's great.
Yeah. Passwords, man. That'd be pretty bad though. If you no.
That would be pretty bad.
Yeah, I couldn't even if I did.
MS password. What a
Get it.
mess.
It wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock. What a mess. MS password is what a mess. With an
He's
exclamation
changing it right
point.
now. Now he's out there. He's like, son of a bitch.
You know, sometimes if you do make a phrase, it might be a little easier. There's so many dang passwords out there. I don't know, how do you come up with
I got the same
MF says, damn,
combination
I
of
have
my
to change
luggage.
it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh
Let me
man.
see if I can get in there. MF, what a mess. I got it. Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
great? You're in his account. He's trying to change it, but he can't get in because I'm already in there. Siphoning off.
Come on, man.
Now, if I really
on.
want, who would I take off of MF's team? If I could take one player, it'd definitely be Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Let's do that as a quick. Let's see. Let's go down the league and take one guy off of each team and see who it would be. We're going to start off with lows. We're going to start off in the standings. Top. Oh, it's Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
It's Tyreek Hill. Okay. So team 2, Heroku.
Chase.
I think you're taking Chase or AJ Brown. Probably
Yeah.
Chase. Okay. So team 3, Matt Gates. I think you're taking probably Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, yeah. He's coming around.
I think you're taking Jalen Hurts off.
Yep.
If you can just poach one guy. The Dallas defense ain't too bad either. Matt, yeah, we just did Matt Gates. Okay. Team 4, MF, we said Mahomes. My team, I'm 5th. Probably be Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
For sure. Yeah. Okay, so team 6, Ryan. Kelsey. I think you're poaching Kelsey. Maybe Eckler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Okay. Sean.
CMC.
Yeah, no doubt. Will Martinez. Maybe he gets a pass.
He's got a lot of injuries too.
I'm telling you, he needs to change his team from go buck yourself to Achilles heel.
Achilles heel. Yep.
My Achilles heel. My Achilles heel. All right. I am going to say off of his team, you're taking
Burrow.
No, he doesn't have Burrow.
Oh, I thought you were talking about mine.
I don't know who you take off his team if you poach one. It's probably, is it Mozart? No, I think it's probably either Ayuk or Laporta. His team has fallen on hard times.
Yeah, it has.
Okay, so that's Woo. It's going to be Burrow. Brock the Party. I think it's got to be Tyson Bagent.
Who? How do you spell that?
It's probably TJ Hawkinson or maybe Pittman or Barkley. Yeah. Waddles. Okay. Yeah. I thought he had. Okay. And then Cameron's team, Purdy. It's got to be Justin Jefferson, even though he's been hurt.
Yeah.
If he comes back, it's it's Jefferson. Although he's got Kyler Murray. Yeah. And then Bora, I would say it's Kamara.
Kamara. Yeah.
Yeah. Kamara. Alvin Kamara. Shoot. Maybe I can get Kamara. Kamara. Traded Bijan back. Well, somebody else. That would be trade him twice in 1 week to back to his original team. That would be Farhanish.
That would be Farhanish. That would definitely be.
That would be hilarious. Well, that's about it for tonight, guys.
I think so.
Good luck to everybody out there in fantasy football tomorrow, except MF.
MF, yeah.
It worked for me last week. That line.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll work again.
Never know.
I'll change it up. All right, everybody. 6:30 for all you left coasters.
Yep.
7:30 for me and Mark Graves. Los, you still out in California tonight? When did he say he's coming back?
Monday. He's coming back Monday.
Oh, shoot. He's got to wake up 6:30 to watch his fantasy football team tomorrow.
Oh,
Los,
yeah, that's right. Yep.
Bad weekend to go, man. You should have stayed here.
It's been some beautiful weather over here, though.
Yeah, that's nice. You lost an hour of your life, though, this week.
Yeah.
Seriously, you did. You lost an hour. Anyway, we're out of here. Signing off. Yep. We'll be back. Who knows when we'll be back? Maybe tomorrow night. Have a good one, everybody.
See ya.